Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm having a pretty good day. I have lost about 25 pounds since July the 4th or 5th. It's crazy. Since we did our Stampede video, here's a link where we ate all the food. That was me going off of a keto diet, and just so I could go back on. Anyways, I can't believe it, how much weight I've lost, and it's really comes down to I'm doing keto, and I'm also eating only one meal a day. And once I got used to it, I decided, hey, I'm just gonna go for it, and I'm just gonna see what it's like to do it every day. And now, man, I've been doing it for this many days without fail. I guess if there was any failure to say was that I may have eaten a few too many carbs some days, but I kept it to that one meal a day. And I was working on a video for quite a while actually about, well, basically I was filming what was going on, how I was feeling as I was going through this one meal a day diet. But I ran into a bunch of problems, and there was too much stuff at my work, and I didn't want to expose that. So instead, I'm just going to give you a summary right now. The first couple days were pretty tough. I was getting headaches, although I was drinking a lot of water. Because I'd kind of gone through this keto in and out, I think I go into ketosis a little bit easier now. I'm not really sure. But it wasn't as hard as I thought. Other than, like I said, some headaches. I took some Tylenol. First couple days I drank Metamucil. But that was just the first few days. Is it easy? Yes and no. I mean, it's nice to not have to really think about it. It's nice that if you go a little bit too far, go a little crazy with a meal or something, maybe, I don't know, maybe you have your one meal, then you go to a movie and you eat some popcorn. I mean, you're gonna be fine. You've only had the one meal. It's really hard to overeat when you only eat once. Now, if you strictly adhere to this program, I guess, I don't know what you want to call it, one meal a day, I've read online that you should only eat one plate full of food, like a standard regular dinner plate, and it can be stacked no more than 3 inches high. So it doesn't mean you could create the leaning tower of pizza and then try to jam it all down the gullet. No, you got to eat a reasonable meal, and you've got to think about your nutrition. So you got to eat very nutritionally dense foods, things that are a bunch of empty calories, so you feel good and you don't run into any health problems, I guess. I think that's the main thing. So just lots of healthy choices. And to me, in my opinion, doing the one meal a day with keto is key to this whole thing, because when you go into ketosis, you're turning your main energy source from glucose and glycogen, which is stored in your muscles and your liver, to running on, I think it's technically lipids, but fat. So you are in ketosis, you're running on fat. And if you're doing a diet, you probably have too much of it. Now there's a whole industry, billions of dollars are spent on diet products. I've heard this theory that you should eat, 7 or 8 small meals, and that will speed up your metabolism. Does that really make sense? I've been averaging more than a pound a day coming off, and I'm gonna do something that you should never do. Never do this. And that's film a recipe the first time you've ever made it. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna try and figure out, I've been thinking about it, so I got most of it in my head. I'm not really referring to any recipes here, just from my noggin. I'm gonna make a low carb keto jambalaya. So of course you can't have jambalaya without rice, but because we're cooking a low carb version, I'm going to use cauliflower rice. Now this is the greatest thing I've found in the last little while. And that's frozen cauliflower rice, and they're selling it at Costco. So Costco is becoming much more keto friendly than they've ever been, and I'm very, very happy about it. Cauliflower has a lot of water, and we don't want the jambalaya to be watery. So I'm going to roast this, and not only is it going to get some of the water out, it's also going to brown it up a little bit, give it a bit more of a toasted, roasted flavor. 30 minutes ought to do it. The rest of the jambalaya is going to be pretty normal, I would say. We got some double smoked sausage, shrimp. I've got some chicken. In fact, I got more than this. This is a Cajun spiced chicken thighs I made a couple nights ago, and that's going to go in. I'm going to chop up some tomatoes, some onions, some garlic, red pepper, and some tomato paste. I've chopped up about half a red onion, a really big red onion, and a medium-sized yellow onion, and that's the first thing that's going to go into the pan. Now this is keto, so you don't need to be too concerned about butter. Don't need to go nuts either, but yeah, we're going to fry onions in butter. All right, onions going in. I am going to make the Cajun spice blend. Cajun blend is garlic powder, white pepper, oregano, onion powder, paprika, cayenne, chili pepper flakes, salt and pepper, and thyme. I just need to find it somewhere up here. So we want these to get pretty brown, quite dark. Let all the sugars come out, all those flavors, when you just cook it down and concentrate it. That's the first layer. When you're making anything, you gotta build the flavors in layers. And I gotta get the next layer ready, and that's gonna be celery, red pepper, and garlic. So good. All the veggies in here now, and it smells so darn good. I'm going to let these cook down a little bit more, and then the next thing that's going to go in is going to be all of this Harvest double smoked sausage. And here is the Cajun spice blend. Found the thyme. Everything's there. I think it's going to be pretty decent. I added one thing that might not be normal, and that is chipotle pepper powder. The recipe for this Cajun seasoning is 1 tablespoon of paprika, and then it's 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, onion powder, cayenne pepper, black pepper, salt, thyme, oregano. Did I say cayenne? And white pepper? Yeah, just that's it. It's the only thing that's a tablespoon is the paprika. Everything else is just 1 teaspoon. So I'm going to add some of the Cajun seasoning. And I'm going to keep adding it sort of along the way. A single spoon. Well, here is our cauliflower. Let's see. It is definitely decreased a little bit in size. It's not really brown yet. Let's give it a stir and see. Yeah, I think this is good enough. I don't think we need to take it too much further. Just going to wait till it's ready to go on. We'll put in a little bit of Liam Perrin Worcestershire sauce. I guarantee it's delicious. So this is a little extra thing I'm adding in. Just seems like I need a little bit more tomato. So I'm going to add in maybe a half of this can of tomatoes. And I'm actually going to strain it because I don't want it to get overly watery, but I want it a little bit more tomatoey because I've got a few more things to add in. Making a good mess. So I'm going to pull the meat off of 5 already cooked chicken thighs because we're getting near the end. There is one last thing that needs to actually cook, although it doesn't need to cook for very long, and that is the shrimp. So it's going to go in for the chicken. These are shrimp with the skins on, so I'm peeling them before they're going in because I don't like having to peel stuff that's already in my food. I just want to eat it. One of the real secrets to building maximum flavor in jambalaya, I find, is cooking it over a high heat and letting it sit for a while, but then just really doing a good job at scraping everything off the bottom, because that's where the magic happens. Bottom of the pan, magic. Alright, so I'm about to put in all of these shrimp. It took me forever to peel all these shrimp. There we go. Just give me a nice stir. Put a little bit more seasoning on there because it's a new layer. And about 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Okay, now the final step comes the cauliflower rice. I'm just going to let this cook a little bit more and it's going to be done. Holy moly, that looks fantastic. I wish you could smell it. There's nothing like eating outside on a beautiful evening. This looks really, really good. Go for shrimp. Let's try some of the sausage. Okay, now I'm just mainly the rice and veggie. Wow, that is really good. I mean, I'm not a bonehead. I know there's no real rice in there, but that cauliflower rice really does a good job of just being something mild to kind of pick up the other flavor, to add that ricey texture. Whew, it's really good, and it's got some kick to it too, which I love. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I'll keep you up to date as I continue to lose the pounds on my quest to ride Hagrid's at Universal Studios this fall. That's my goal. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.